Amanda Dlamini to take you through the formations.
Yeah, interesting changes there for Mamelodi Sundowns, but consistency is key to really try and finish off on the high note.
Matthews included today just to bring a little bit more.
For Polokwane City, they certainly will have to adapt a lot much better to the dimensions that both coaches are talking about, but looking forward to seeing Shabalala really taking a little bit of a dig in that Mamelodi Sundowns defense.
Shabalala from Level Motiba that could have put the game beyond any doubt since Sisheko back on Wednesday. As it was, just a 1-0 win for Mamelodi Sundowns to come up against the very same opponents here, hoping to produce a more emphatic result. Suspension of Ngaki. Now this might drop kindly for Lilepo, but he's quickly closed down by Kira Cupido. That's brilliantly done. And Mamelodi Sundowns are on the move here. Matthews trying to feed Ikram Reyners, but Modiba. Reyners. He's really improved with his head this season, having gone the last couple of campaigns only chipping in with a couple of headed goals, but this time doesn't get it either side of the keeper.
It's a bit of a difficult delivery there.
That's a good strong run down the flank by Mamelodi. Now needs to try and find a teammate. Instead, he's just gone barging his way between two players and brilliantly won a free kick.
Yeah, he covers space so quickly. He looks very composed in the 2v1 situation. Yeah, and Damane, not usually your finest where 1v1 situations are concerned, but Mamelodi wins.
Zwane. Morena plays it in first time. Matabula makes another fairly routine save and gain from a header, this time Jaden Adams.
Yep, just as you were speaking about Reyners, I figured that the shortest men on the park are usually the ones that connect with those headers. And Adams just making that late run in the box. Directed well, just no.
Again, Modiba. Mokoena will play that in swinging cross, and this time Ikram Reyners has found the back of the net. Well, the opener appears to have come at some personal cost, but Ikram Reyners with his 12th league goal as he stays in the hunt.
Doing extremely well to really try and position himself in between those two centre-backs this time around. Just has to watch where the ball is floating, just that little bit of room. That slip from Mvundo just opened up that space for Reyners to just tuck it in this time around.
Could you say perhaps the Polokwane City guilty of not heeding the warning signs, because that is not the first time that Mokoena has hugged the touchline, and like as things stand, they have stretched it to 5 points. And
that's a Sizomania. Yeah.
For his second. There's been a little bit of a collision here between Ramaja and goalkeeper Matabula.
Beautiful run there from Ikram Reyners. That's what your typical number 9s do, just bending that run to really try and hold off from that offside. Once again, Polokwane City in trouble.
To TS Galaxy, so for the 3 games in the league that come post this, home comforts for 2 of them, which will serve them well. And then the Pirates on the road more often than not, and their remaining forwards. Matthews bends it beautifully, and for the first time in 7 games, Mamelodi Sundowns get on the score sheet more than once.
Wow.
Now, Tasrik Matthews, a few would disagree that he's been one of the hardest working players for Mamelodi Sundowns this season, and he hits 10 goal contributions in the Betway Premiership. His 6th goal, along with the 4 assists that he's managed, and that is a beaut.
Yeah, left Ramaja with no chance whatsoever, just dropping that.
It's bounced in favour of City as Daniels launched the shot at goal. Penalty is the call. Well, a host of Mamelodi Sundowns players.
Forced error from Mamelodi Sundowns. Had an opportunity to clear their lines. They're hoping that that bounce would really be covered by Ronwen Williams. Everybody's just waiting. And of course, Dlamini, determined, always a willing runner, takes full advantage of those. And Mamelodi Sundowns, but then, they give that ball away. That's Aubrey Modiba straight to the hand.
Against SuperSport United, he was not able to convert. Yeah, up against the #1 in the country. Oh, and the pressure gets to him. Well, we've seen unconverted penalties in.
Just playing behind him to really try and thread those passes.
Really unfortunate for Marema. Marema.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the captain. If there was one person who would be trusted to step up and take this penalty, it had to be him. Just approaching his run through, just takes an awful slip.
Yeah.
Completely misses it. But Mamelodi Sundowns, a complacent moment that could have been easily punished.
Just not able to plant that standing foot. And no! Zwane! Comes ever so close. Mokoena. Reyners cracks it towards goal. Another big save. Aubrey Modiba, danger still not gone. Lifts it towards Zwane, and that's some.
Yep. Just tons and tons of pressure being piled by Mamelodi Sundowns and Polokwane City. Missed opportunity by Themba Zwane. Definitely.
Mundimane has put his team under serious pressure. Oh, Dlamini fails to capitalize. Huge let-off for Mamelodi Sundowns. And outside of your picture, the inquest begins. Ronwen Williams trying to understand what his centre-half has done here.
Yeah, once again, an unforced error from Mamelodi Sundowns. Ndamane just really didn't release the ball in time. And Olende.
Lunga for Cupido. It's Mamelodi here. Not the most convincing first touch from Brian Leon, but he's done so well. Oh! Well, Santos was the man who triggered it and the man who finished it. Work from Miguel Santos. Leon failed to control it with his first touch, but then perfect, brilliant assist.
Brilliant assist from the two subs, just really combining. Look at the composure in the opposition's half. Waiting for the defenders to commit the slightest of spaces on that reverse pass. Santos, no need for any extra invitation, just curls it around the goalkeeper.